Believe it or not, one for punishment, folks. I almost got catfished again. Different kind of setup, though, right? Okay, someone completely out of my league by many moons liked something, and I followed up. And we started talking. And we started talking. And we went to private chat. We started talking and talking and talking. I'm not going to mention names because that advertises what is going on. It was a female. She was younger. Like 30 something or whatever. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. In a time and world where people pay for the backstage performance, American Express, you can sit down with the person, you can have dinner with them, like when I forgot the blind opera singer was coming to town like a couple of years ago, and you could, if you spent more, you could sit down and talk to him before the show, then after the show. And the membership was mentioned, but I didn't put two and two together because we went private. Rich people catfish. I just want to say that. Wealthy people will catfish you in a different way. They'll get you to think something else is happening than what really is happening. And it's a method of operation. I was caught. I mean, I didn't do it because I'll never pay to, well, I'm never pay to talk to somebody. But then my cousin Mark's like, you're in a dating service before, weren't you paying to talk to somebody? I'm like, okay, whatever, it's semantics, but this person wanted money. Of all people too. I'm not going to mention names. Let's just say my pride was diminished, and I think differently of how I used to think of them. Not their fault, not my fault. Just the way that business is done now. You want to have more access, you pay for a special membership, for a privilege, for this, for that, and really to think that overall that person would be interested in me. I'm not saying I'm a bad person or anything, but it's a cold day in hell. It's a cold day in hell. And, I wish everybody the best. I wish everybody finds peace. I wish everybody can look at themselves in the mirror the next day. If that's the way business is done, it's the way business is done. But, and I go, what if someone really fell for you? What if someone actually thought, it was going to be something that it really isn't? No response back. You can be gullible, you can be naive, you can be desperate. I don't agree with how it's done, but it's done. And like my dad said, if you thought of something, someone already thought about it and already doing it almost all the time, other people are doing it. Other people are doing it. And why not if you want that kind of access too, right? Why not if you want to be able to see them and talk to them and don't have to wait, and that's what gets you the money. You just, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, what if someone really fell for this person? Hard. Over everything else they have in their life. because this person showed interest. And even they paid the access, and they do understand they pay the access, and that is a membership that's separate from everything else, but you had to pay for it. What if they think, oh, no, this is going to be different? She it's a girl, of course. She is going to be different with how I react with her. Unfortunately, people don't think that far ahead. And she spoke, it was her management company doing it. And I'm like, okay, then pay for the membership. There's a moral ground there, right? Oh, screw it. There's not a moral ground in business. I know better. I sold cars. I guess there's no moral ground anymore. But I wasn't catfished. But it makes me think of life differently again. Definitely. And relationships and people and women and the whole nine. You think a person that has so many other avenues doesn't have to go people like this. That's a method of operation. And I am a fool to think it was anything different. I completely agree. I completely, absolutely agree. Who wants a 51-year-old lives in a trap house? Who wants a short guy that looks like this? He's bald. Great heart gets you nowhere. Good intentions get you nowhere. Trying to be a better human sometimes gets you nowhere. But if you seriously look at the bigger picture, it's completely wrong what they're doing. I don't care if it's a marketing team. I don't care if it's her. I don't care if other people do it. I don't care if because he does it, then I should do it, or she does it because I can do it. It ain't fucking right. That's what it comes down to. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, as we all have heard. Okay, let's move humanity forward. That's just a PSA on rich people catfish, wealthy people catfish. They're not below it, unfortunately. That's it. Pray for world peace. Let's move humanity forward. Kevin out.